Hi, my name is Robin Levens, and I'm at the Apple Store, Upper West Side, New York, New York, and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my channel, and I think it's really important that I do the best that I can in communicating with the audience that is here. And I am so tired, and I am just very tired, but I am going to remain focused, and I'm going to remain prepared to handle this ticking time clock that I'm up against. That's the public employee. I'm at the Apple Store. This is a public place. People can walk in and out. Another employee. These are employees that work here at the Apple Store. They follow, things that they have to follow as employees. Again, my name is Robin Levens, and I have a YouTube channel, and I'm trying to get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remain focused. So what I want to talk about, what I really want to talk about, people in the background, this is a public place. What I want to talk about is the fact that I've been so long away from this channel, this YouTube channel. And the reason that I have been gone from this channel is because I've had some things happen to me, some extraordinary, difficult things happen to me. Time-consuming, a lot of time-consuming, a lot of time spent on things that I don't want to be bothered with in the first place. What I like to do is I like to be able to produce and create and post and share. Those are things that I'd like to do, but I haven't been able to do those things because of the many distractions that have been coming my way. A lot of distractions, a lot of bodies, essentially, a lot of human beings being thrown at me in my way. But I think that's just the way that life is. And I think the thing that I'm learning is that if I cannot adapt to the norms of the society, of the billions of people on this planet, then it doesn't matter how rich I am, how poor I am, how smart I am, how capable I am. If I cannot adapt to the norms that are of the society, then I can't do well. I'm not going to do well. Life's going to just be difficult. So I have dealt with a lot of people, a lot of bodies, a lot of people that are in better circumstances than I am, and I'm far smarter than them, more talented, etc., etc. But I'm not here to brag. I'm not bragging. Definitely not bragging. There's no need for me to brag, and I just want to be humble. This video is very important because I'm going to be posting it on my YouTube channel, and I'm alive to do it. And this is live. We are live. So I think, like I said, I'm up against time, and time doesn't stop. It keeps going and going and going and going and going. It's how you manage your time. What do you do with your time? How you're able to process your time. And for me, I am a person that, we're all in this world, and it's all about time, essentially. And I've had so many interruptions with my sleep, walking down the street, going to the gym. Just now someone walked in on the computer that I was using. And on that computer, I was going through a Twitter account. His name is Andrew Rader, and he's an employee at SpaceX. And he's following 51,000 people. Now, my goal with the 51,000 people that he's following is I'd like to get to the beginning of that 51,000. And I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, but I realized, and I knew the moment that I saw it, that it's going to take a lot of time. A lot of time would have to go in holding down the button and going through that 51,000. And I knew that I would not have that capability because I was without a cell phone, without a computer, without a home, without very basic things. And so I saw Andrew Andrew followed me on Twitter. Andrew's an employee at SpaceX. He followed me on Twitter in New York during the election cycle while I was without a computer, without a phone, without a place to live, without a place to lay my head. And so Andrew followed me, employee at SpaceX followed me on Twitter. And at the time I was I was very happy. I was very happy, and I was really astonished. I was like, oh my goodness, this is really awesome. And so it was really great. It's a great moment. But at the same time, it's I don't have any means to be able to make this a constructive dialogue. I can't have a constructive dialogue. I can't make decisions while being without anything. And so I think that's the thing that's happened. Essentially, for me, my Twitter, my Facebook, my social presence is different from my physical presence. And that is, the reason for that is because it's a way of me protecting myself. It's a way of me keeping a tab of the people that I interact, the bodies that I interact with, the people that I interact with. It's a world of so many different kinds of people. And these kinds of people are, of all walks of life, which makes it very difficult because we live in a world that's based on so many different types of things. Being able to read and write, being able to decipher code, learning about the physical environments that we live in. And so that's something that I've had to deal with. And like I said, there's bodies. Like I said, it doesn't matter how smart I am. It doesn't matter how capable I am. I was born into nothing. And without protection. I was born without nothing and without protection. And so I've had to learn all my life how to remain safe, how to take care of myself, how to progress. And a lot of this thing is like conspiracies, and it's just broken tongue, just something that I am not. And so apparently I don't really even know how to go into it because it's not associated with my name. And my name is Robin. My middle name is Levance. And this person that keeps walking behind, that doesn't have any hair on top of his head, is being actually facetious because he's interrupting my video. Well, that's what people do. People interrupt. That's what they're born for, to interrupt, to get in the way. Like I said, this is a public place. I'm at a public place. I'm at the Apple Store. And the thing I've learned is, like, I really don't even want to get into, like, the whole celebrity thing because I feel like everyone in the city is a celebrity. All the noise, all the clatter on top of more clatter and distractions. That's what I'm dealing with, but I think that's just the world that we live in. Obnoxious, ridiculous noisemakers. And for me, like, I, for one, am not interested in that. So let me go back to what I was saying before I was interrupted by the person with no hair on top of his head. No hair at all. Completely removed. What was I saying? Right. What I was saying is that Andrew Rader followed me on Twitter while I had no phone, no computer, no place to lay my head, working at SpaceX. SpaceX being a company that launches rockets into the sky out of the planet. So it was really kind of very interesting, and it was really, really gratifying. But the thing that I know for certain is that we live in a very difficult, interesting, bizarre world. And I think that what occurred over these years has just been really extremely bizarre. And so seeing issues that people have or seeing problems that people have are something that I can kind of like see and I'm aware of, and I try to fix and try to work on. And I felt like, a lot of questions for my own self were raised from seeing people that are doing better than me, that have more than me, that are in positions and have these things and accolades. And I'm like, well, I think that I'm smarter than these people. And I think that's what my life has actually always been like. I remember, like in elementary, I'm like, I'm so much smarter than these people. But I never really, I never got, so angry. And I was never overwhelmed, like, oh my God. I was just more just observing and watching and calculating. Because, like I said, I did not know. I did not know the ability that I have. I didn't know it. And so a lot of things have happened that are really, really bad. A lot of bad things have happened. A lot of bad things have occurred. But I know that I'm 30 years old and I have lived this life and I am living this life, and I've learned how to, like I said, facetious. And I have learned how to maneuver my way in this life, in this world that I'm in. empirical evidence. What I can talk about, what I can say is that I've been wearing glasses for a very long time, since the kindergarten. I can say that for certain. So I have an issue with my seeing with my eyes. Like, I have a high stigmatism, and I have, an issue with my eyes. That is for certain. I wear glasses. I've worn contacts in the past. I've seen doctors in various locations. So I have an eye condition. I have an eye problem. And I wear corrective lenses for that matter. That is empirical evidence. My name is Robin. My middle name is Levance. My last name currently is Perkins. I am this physical person that's speaking right now. And I do have an issue with my eyes. I do wear glasses. That is empirical evidence. I wear glasses. And in the first grade, I was writing with the right hand, but I switched the hand that I write with in the first grade and began writing with my left hand because my brother was left-handed. So I wrote with my left hand all through elementary, all through junior high, all through high school, all through my 4 years of college. Am I getting my degree? I wrote with my left hand. That happened. So I haven't been able to actually disprove the fact that I am highly intelligent more than what I've proved through my 4-year degree, my years in high school, all of the tests and all those exams. I haven't been able to refute that or go against that or prove that I am smarter than that or have a higher capability. I haven't had that opportunity because I'm not in school. I've already finished, elementary school, junior high school, and college as a left-handed person. So for me, I really would like to, I have a financial problem. I have financial issues that I have to get out of the way. I have student loans, I have debt, and I'm not working. And so, but even all those things, it's very easy for someone to say, get a job, work, do those things. But like I said, there are violations of sight and sound, not time, because time cannot be controlled. And I think that's a very powerful mechanism. You cannot control time. No one can control time. Time continues to go. You can control the weather. You can manipulate sight and sound. You cannot change time. Time cannot be changed. And so I've had some issues with my sleep, some interruptions with my sleep. I've had machines do things to me that are harnessed and used by men and women. The thing is that those are machines. It's artificial intelligence. It's not a human being. It's not a human being communicating with another human being directly. And so it's not a really concern to me. But I can say for one thing for certain, time cannot be manipulated. And time cannot be changed. Time continues and time goes. And that's the one thing that's working for me, is that I have a very good grasp of time. And I think that's a very high biological element of the human being, is able to cope and manage time. And so I just would like someone to try to outdo me in this maneuvering of time. I dare anyone to outdo me in the maneuvering of time. Do what you want with the environment. Ring the alarm. Do what you have to do. Interrupt my sleep. Do what the fuck you've got to do. But please, try to outmaneuver me in time. And so, back to Andrew Rader. Andrew has 51,000 people that he's following on Twitter, which I think is like employee at SpaceX, graduate of MIT. I think it's really kind of interesting that this person is following so many people on Twitter and is an employee at SpaceX, a rocket launching company. I think it's really very peculiar. And the thing with Twitter, it's actually a fucking disaster. I'm just going to be completely fucking honest. What the fuck has happened on Twitter? Beyond anything that I can even understand, anything that I can even grasp. Well, it's the same thing with Facebook and Instagram. It's all a fucking calamity. And literally I've had to work and YouTube, I've had to work very, very hard to try to do the best that I can to clean out at least what is in my environment, what is in my world. Literally spending time muting and blocking and deleting and changing. And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Things that should be helping aren't. So anyway, I think I'm just kind of like really angry because it takes a lot of the 51,000 followers. It's like I really want to get to the meat of his Twitter account. I want to get to the meat of who he is as a person, because I think that he's very, very interesting. I think Andrew is very, very interesting, very, very smart, very capable. Um, but I think kind of the 2 years here have been really been fucking ridiculous, completely absurd, and very, very tragic. Well, I think, and I say 2 years, but it's like the more that I think about it, it's actually been really, really, this whole life of mine, 30 years, has been really fucking ridiculous. It's like the fact that there has been, it's just, but I can't even argue against it or speak to it because, again, I'm dealing with no name and no empirical evidence. And the only thing that I really have is my face, my physical form, my voice, and the things that I'm able to write or speak with my own language that has developed and been passed down for years and years and years. So I think it's very interesting and very important for me to be able to find a way to cope with what has been thrown at me. And it literally has been thrown at me because there has been no protection. There's been no guidance. There's been no development of language and education for me. And that is an atrocity. It's a genocide. It's many things. And it's very, very tragic. And I think it's, for me, I want to be focused on trying to continue to develop. And literally, if I didn't stumble upon this German writer, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, if I didn't stumble upon him, if I didn't happen to end up in the situation that I ended up in, like, I would not have been able to make it through all that I've been through. Like I said, I've had no guidance. 30 years, all of my life. It's just been fighting. It hasn't been someone sitting me down and saying, look here, this is what has happened. This is the position that you are in. These are the things that you've gone through. No one's ever done that. Never, ever has one individual done that. Not one individual has not come to me and said, this is the issue. This is the problem. This is what you're up against, and this is what you're facing. That is scary. That is very, very scary. And so for a person to take it upon themselves or find it a necessity to do whatever they thought that they had to do at a time that they did it, I can't even really be mad at that because there must have been some reason for that person or those individuals to act upon the way that they acted. And like I said about eyeglasses and wearing glasses, I've been wearing glasses since the kindergarten. And I know that I used to always get glasses like every year, and it was a great moment to get glasses. Like, oh my God, I get to see God, amen, I get to see. Little did I know that it wasn't hereditary, it wasn't passed on, because my biological mother and my biological father don't wear glasses. But I'm over that. I'm truly over that. The thing is that I'm learning and realizing how alone I am. Very, very much alone. And that is frightening. That is scary as fuck. Really, really scary as fuck. And like I said, no one has set me down and said anything. So, ever. And I'm 30 years old. No one said, this is what has happened to you. This is the position that you were in. This is what has occurred. It's like a guessing game. And for me, it's just really, really scary. It's fucking scary as fuck. And it's like really bizarre. It's like really bizarre. I'm like, literally no one said anything. Like, no one said anything. I'm 30 years old. Nobody said anything. Like, that's crazy. It's really crazy. It's very, very crazy. Yes, and now I remember something that I wanted to do, so I'm very thankful. But anyway, God bless. You know, God bless. And again, my name is Robin. My middle name is Levant. And currently my last name is Perkins. But Perkins comes from my maternal grandfather. My biological father's last name is Williams. So I'm in the process of discovering who I am in a lost land. I'm in a lost land. I'm a refugee, immigrant, whatever you want to call it, born in America. So I just want to say that, again, This is also my YouTube channel, and I really, it's 51,000 people that Andrew is following on Twitter. I really want to get to the bottom. I've been wanting to do this for years now. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to make it one of these days. But I haven't had the possibility. I haven't had the time to do it. I have not had the time to do it. It's like, oh my God, it's insurmountable. It's just an issue. But my goal, I would love to get to the end of those 51,000 people. I would love to. It'd be amazing. It would be a successful venture. It would be incredible. It would be absolutely incredible. So there's someone behind me, an Apple Store employee. I'm just really annoyed. But anyway, life goes on. So this is my YouTube channel, and my name is Robin Levance, and I would like those that have the opportunity to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I think it's really important. My YouTube channel, I think YouTube's important, and I mean, I don't really know how to regret anything. I mean, I don't really know how to regret or have remorse. I don't understand, because, like I said, I'm basing my life off of nothing. It's like a life based off of nothing. I mean, what's it based off of? You know, what's my life based off of? You know? So it's like, what do I have? Nothing. And what I mean by that is not by, like, material things. I'm like, what do I have? I have nothing. I have nothing. So, I'm signing off. Thank you.